Men, listen closely. Attraction isn't about flashy words, expensive gifts, or trying to impress women with superficial gestures. True, lasting attraction comes from habits, behaviors, and qualities that signal confidence, self-mastery, and value. These are the traits women are naturally drawn to, even if they can't always articulate why. In the modern dating world, it's not enough to look good or be charming. High-value men stand out because they live by principles that make them magnetic, resilient, and irresistible. Stoicism provides a blueprint for this type of attraction. It teaches mastery over your emotions, deliberate action, and consistency in behavior, all of which translate directly into power, confidence, and appeal in relationships. Developing habits rooted in Stoic philosophy allows you to radiate stability, purpose, and emotional strength. Women are drawn to men who live intentionally, who maintain control over their lives, and who demonstrate self-respect in every interaction. These qualities are inherently attractive because they signal reliability, competence, and independence, the exact traits that make a man stand out in a world full of reactive, anxious, and inconsistent men. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful habits that make a man extremely attractive and irresistible. Each habit is actionable, rooted in Stoic principles, and designed to transform the way you carry yourself, interact with women, and build lasting respect. From cultivating independence to mastering emotional resilience, these habits shape the way others perceive you and increase your magnetic presence in every environment. Pay attention. Adopting these habits isn't about changing who you are. It's about refining your behavior, increasing self-mastery, and becoming the version of yourself that naturally commands attraction. Men who embrace these principles don't need to chase attention. They generate it effortlessly. By integrating these habits into your life, you create a presence that women can't ignore, a confidence that draws people in, and a sense of purpose that sets you apart from every other man in the room. 1. Prioritize your purpose. Men, the first habit that makes you truly irresistible is prioritizing your purpose. Women are naturally drawn to men who live intentionally, pursue meaningful goals, and maintain a sense of direction in life. Purpose isn't just about career ambition or financial success. It's about having a mission, values, and activities that drive your daily life. When a man demonstrates commitment to his purpose, he radiates confidence, independence, and self-sufficiency, all of which are inherently attractive traits. Stoicism teaches that external events and other people's opinions should not dictate your inner life. Applying this principle to dating, your time, energy, and focus should be aligned with what genuinely matters to you, not consumed by the pursuit of attention or validation from women. A man who is grounded in his purpose doesn't overreact to rejection or distance because his sense of worth comes from his actions, achievements, and personal growth, not external approval. Behavioral patterns illustrate the magnetic power of purpose. Men who wake up with a plan, engage in consistent self-improvement, and actively pursue goals exude energy and confidence that women subconsciously notice. Purpose-driven men are often less available, more intriguing, and less predictable, traits that create attraction. Conversely, men without clear direction often appear reactive, anxious, or dependent, signaling lower value and reducing desirability. Prioritizing purpose also creates natural boundaries. Women respect men who have commitments outside the relationship because it signals independence and a life filled with fulfillment. You don't need to overcompensate with attention or affection. Your presence, drive, and integrity make you naturally magnetic. A man pursuing his goals inspires curiosity and admiration, as women are drawn to men who are capable, disciplined, and emotionally stable. To cultivate this habit, identify what truly matters to you: your career, passions, fitness, personal growth, or creative pursuits. Schedule your life around these priorities and engage with the world from a place of intention. Stoic practices, like reflecting daily on progress and controlling your reactions to obstacles, reinforce this habit and increase resilience, focus, and appeal. In short, men who prioritize purpose, command respect, demonstrate high value, and naturally draw women's attention. Your focus on meaningful goals creates a sense of independence and emotional stability, making you irresistible without trying to impress or chase. Purpose is the foundation upon which the other habits of attraction are built. It is the magnetic core of a high-value man. 2. Master emotional control. Men, the second habit that makes you irresistibly attractive is mastering your emotions. Emotional control is not about being cold, distant, or detached. It's about maintaining composure, responding thoughtfully, and avoiding overreactions in any situation. Women are drawn to men who can handle stress, conflict, and uncertainty without losing their calm, because it signals stability, confidence, and inner strength. A man who reacts impulsively or lets emotions dictate his behavior comes across as needy, unpredictable, or low value, qualities that kill attraction instantly. Stoicism provides the perfect framework for mastering emotional control. The philosophy teaches that external events, other people's opinions, setbacks, or challenges, are outside your control. What matters is how you respond. Translating this into modern dating, when a woman is distant, critical, or unpredictable, your reaction defines your perceived value more than her actions. Men who panic, overtext, or try to manipulate her emotions signal low self-mastery, while men who remain calm and composed demonstrate authority over themselves, which is inherently attractive. Behavioral patterns demonstrate this clearly. A man who can handle minor disagreements, teasing, or delayed responses with patience communicates that his worth is not dependent on anyone else. Women notice this stability and feel more drawn to him because he provides a sense of security and reliability. On the other hand, men who overreact or display emotional volatility make interactions tense and uncomfortable, pushing women away subconsciously. Emotional control also creates intrigue. Women are naturally curious about men who maintain calm under pressure, as it suggests depth, resilience, and maturity. Mastering emotional control doesn't mean suppressing feelings. It's about acknowledging emotions internally, but choosing deliberate, measured responses externally. Practices like journaling, mindfulness, and daily reflection, key components of Stoicism, help you observe your reactions without becoming reactive. This self-awareness allows you to engage in social and romantic interactions from a position of strength rather than neediness. Additionally, emotional control enhances attraction because it signals independence. Women are drawn to men who are not slaves to their mood or external circumstances. Calmness communicates that your happiness, focus, and identity are self-contained, creating an aura of reliability and magnetism. It also allows you to maintain boundaries effortlessly, which women instinctively respect. In short, mastering emotional control makes you magnetic because it signals stability, maturity, and high value. It transforms the way you interact with women, allowing you to respond from strength rather than desperation. Men who cultivate this habit are naturally attractive, respected, and irresistibly compelling because they create a safe, intriguing, and confident presence that women gravitate toward instinctively. 3. Cultivate physical presence. Men, the third habit that makes you extremely attractive and irresistible is cultivating your physical presence. This isn't about having a perfect body or being a professional athlete. It's about presenting yourself with confidence, discipline, and awareness. How you carry yourself, your posture, and even subtle movements communicate power, self-respect, and attractiveness without a single word. Women instinctively respond to men who look and move like they own their space, because physical presence signals inner confidence and self-mastery. Stoicism teaches the importance of discipline and intentionality, and this applies directly to your physical presence. A man who invests in his health, fitness, and appearance demonstrates that he values himself and his life. This self-respect is magnetic because it reflects broader competence and reliability. Conversely, men who neglect their physical health, slouch, or display careless body language subconsciously signal a lack of discipline and self-worth, making them less appealing. Physical presence is a visible reflection of the internal habits that define high-value men. Behavioral patterns reinforce this principle. Confident posture, standing tall, shoulders back, and head held high, communicates authority and self-assurance. Eye contact that is steady but natural conveys interest and courage. Controlled gestures, purposeful walking, and calm, measured movements project calm strength. Even small details, like grooming, dressing with intention, and maintaining hygiene, enhance perception. These elements combine to create a presence that women find magnetic, even if they can't articulate why. Fitness and body care are part of cultivating presence. Exercising regularly not only improves appearance, but also reinforces discipline and confidence. Nutrition, grooming, and style are subtle signals of self-respect, consistency, and energy. Women pick up on these cues subconsciously. They are attracted to men who demonstrate investment in themselves. Physical presence also intersects with mental presence. A man who is alert, aware, and engaged projects energy that draws people toward him naturally. Additionally, cultivating presence enhances charisma. Women are drawn to men who seem grounded, composed, and intentional. A strong physical presence communicates dominance without aggression and confidence without arrogance. It creates tension, attraction, and intrigue by making you feel larger than life in subtle, natural ways. This habit works hand in hand with purpose and emotional control, forming the foundation of magnetic masculinity. In short, cultivating physical presence is more than aesthetics. It's a reflection of discipline, self-respect, and confidence. Men who stand tall, move intentionally, and maintain themselves physically and mentally are inherently attractive. Women instinctively notice these qualities and respond to the subtle signals of strength, calm, and competence. Physical presence, combined with emotional mastery and purpose, transforms you into a man who is magnetic, respected, and irresistible. 4. Develop social intelligence. Men, the fourth habit that makes you irresistible is developing social intelligence. This means more than just being able to talk to women or hold conversations. It's about understanding people, reading social cues, and responding in ways that build attraction, respect, and connection. Women are drawn to men who can navigate social situations with confidence, charm, and subtlety, because social intelligence signals competence, maturity, and emotional stability. A man who struggles socially or reacts awkwardly diminishes his perceived value, no matter how attractive he might be physically. Stoicism teaches awareness, observation, and deliberate action. Developing social intelligence is an extension of this philosophy. A man who observes, listens, and responds thoughtfully demonstrates presence and control over his behavior. Women are naturally drawn to men who seem attentive, confident, and composed in group settings or one-on-one interactions. Social intelligence allows you to build rapport, create tension, and signal value without trying too hard, which makes you magnetic. Behavioral patterns illustrate the power of this habit. High-value men understand timing, tone, and body language. They know when to speak, when to listen, and when to create subtle tension that draws attention. Humor, wit, and storytelling are tools that engage interest, but only when delivered from a position of confidence. Conversely, Men who overcompensate with excessive talking, neediness, or forced charm appear low value and anxious. Women instinctively detect these differences and respond accordingly. Social intelligence also involves understanding boundaries and dynamics. Women are drawn to men who can confidently navigate challenges, handle teasing, and maintain composure without overreacting. This creates an aura of competence and stability. Being socially intelligent doesn't mean being manipulative. It means reading situations accurately and acting in ways that demonstrate value, calm, and reliability. Additionally, social intelligence allows you to create attraction indirectly. Women are drawn to men who are well respected in their social circles, demonstrate leadership, and handle themselves with confidence. You don't need to overtly impress. Your presence, behavior, and interactions naturally signal value. Observing and understanding social dynamics helps you position yourself in a way that women notice, respect, and are drawn to without effort. In short, developing social intelligence is a critical habit for irresistible men. It combines observation, awareness, and deliberate action to create presence, confidence, and attraction. Men who master social dynamics, read cues effectively, and respond from a place of calm competence naturally draw women toward them. This habit, paired with purpose, emotional control, and physical presence, makes you magnetic, respected, and unforgettable in any social or dating scenario. 5. Practice self-discipline. Men, the fifth habit that makes you extremely attractive and irresistible is practicing self-discipline. This habit goes beyond dieting, working out, or showing up on time. It's about controlling impulses, managing your time, and committing to consistent action in every area of life. Women are naturally drawn to men who demonstrate control over themselves because it signals reliability, strength, and maturity. A man without discipline often appears reactive, scattered, or untrustworthy, which diminishes attraction, no matter his appearance or charm. Stoicism emphasizes mastery over desires, emotions, and behaviors. Self-discipline is a direct application of these principles. When you live intentionally and avoid giving in to fleeting impulses, you communicate that you have purpose, control, and direction. Women subconsciously notice this stability. It creates an aura of authority, confidence, and competence that is irresistibly magnetic. In modern dating, where inconsistency is common, self-discipline instantly sets a man apart. Behavioral patterns make this clear. Men who consistently follow through on commitments, maintain routines, and manage their lives efficiently project a sense of competence that women admire. Whether it's career goals, personal development, or fitness, consistent effort signals that you are capable, reliable, and worthy of investment. Conversely, men who lack self-discipline often struggle with inconsistency, missed commitments, or erratic behavior, which subconsciously signals low value and unpredictability. Self-discipline also enhances attraction by creating tension and respect. When a man resists short-term gratification for long-term goals, it demonstrates control, patience, and foresight, qualities that women admire. It also allows you to maintain emotional composure in interactions, avoiding impulsive texts, overreactions, or displays of neediness. By mastering self-discipline, you create a life that is structured, intentional, and magnetic, naturally drawing women toward you without force or desperation. Developing self-discipline requires daily practice and reflection. Small habits compound over time. Waking up early, exercising consistently, managing finances, and limiting distractions all reinforce control and reliability. Stoic exercises, like journaling and reflecting on your actions, help you identify areas where discipline falters and refine your responses. The key is consistency. Women are drawn to men whose lives are stable, intentional, and under their control. In short, self-discipline is a core habit that makes a man irresistible. It communicates control, reliability, and maturity, traits that are highly attractive to women. By mastering your impulses, following through on commitments, and maintaining structure in your life, you create a magnetic presence that draws admiration, respect, and desire. Self-discipline, combined with purpose, emotional mastery, physical presence, and social intelligence, transforms you into a high-value man who commands attraction effortlessly. Men, the habits that make you truly attractive and irresistible are not tricks, gimmicks, or fleeting tactics. They are the foundation of high-value masculinity. Prioritizing purpose, mastering emotional control, cultivating physical presence, developing social intelligence, and practicing self-discipline are the pillars of attraction that women instinctively respond to. These habits communicate confidence, independence, and strength, all of which are far more powerful than charm, money, or looks alone. In the modern dating world, women are drawn to men who live intentionally and demonstrate control over their lives. Purpose signals direction and meaning. Emotional mastery communicates stability. Physical presence exudes confidence. Social intelligence fosters connection, and self-discipline reinforces reliability. Together, these habits create a magnetic presence that attracts women naturally, without manipulation, desperation, or overexertion. Adopting these habits is about becoming the best version of yourself, not pretending to be someone you're not. Stoic principles guide you to act deliberately, remain composed, and focus on what you can control: your behavior, decisions, and growth. This mindset ensures that attraction is rooted in authenticity and strength, not neediness or external validation. Women respond to men who demonstrate high value through consistent actions, presence, and integrity, and these habits are the blueprint for doing exactly that. In short, building irresistible attraction starts from within. By integrating these 5 powerful habits into your daily life, you cultivate confidence, resilience, and magnetic appeal. You no longer chase attention or validation. Instead, you naturally command it. Men who live with purpose, discipline, emotional mastery, social intelligence, and strong presence are not only attractive, they are unforgettable. These habits don't just make you attractive, they transform your life, relationships, and self-perception. Master them, and you become the kind of man women respect, desire, and want to invest in effortlessly.